What is up, fellow travelers? Ducky O'Brien here, and I'm gonna be going over the Byte Beat update for No Man's Sky. Man, it's really amazing. Before we get into making the music, let's do a quick overview on how to unlock it. You go to the anomaly, and as you can see here, this is a new technology available. You got the light floor, which will cost 5 sodium and 1 salvage tech. You got the Byte Beat cable, which it costs 0 data and 0 cost. It's kind of like the teleporter cable and the power cable as well. You got the Byte Beat device, which costs 10 salvage data. It costs 3 metal plating, 50 gold, and 1 antimatter. And then you have the Byte Beat switch, which costs 2 salvage data, 25 ferrite dust, and ionized cobalt. Again, you can unlock it in the anomaly under technology modules. Let's move on to actually making the music. And here it is, the Byte Beat in all of its glory. As you can see here, I already have a tune set in. So why don't we get started? This is a really cool add-on, by the way. So here's the advanced waveform editor, which is, it's pretty feature rich. You got like operators and multiply, divide, XOR, whatever, numerical inputs and whatnot to give your sound a unique sound. You got the synchronizer, so you can have up to 8 BeatByte devices connected to each other. That means you have a lot of freedom in terms of the music that you want to create. So right now, I have a song set up. Why don't we just... I got a better way to do it. But anyways, this stuff only activates on the device you are on. Let's get to it. So, there's a little handy feature here where you can only play back the device that you are on currently, so that you kind of drown out all the other sounds and you can kind of work on what you're doing right now. And there's so many things you can do. So, the first thing you can do is you can copy and you can paste it onto any of the BeatByte devices. The Byte Beat devices, which is really handy when you want to make quick edits or like putting in a bass line or whatever it is that you want to do. Now you can disable that to listen to all the sounds, and then you have these handy options to silence the melody sequencer and the rhythm sequencer. So on the bottom here is basically your beats. You got your hi-hat, your snare, your bass, and you can change the tonal qualities of them as well. I need more cowbell. As you can see, there's quite a bit. Okay. I believe these are all set to 13. Not that it matters. And there's so many features. You can randomize any aspect of the sequencer, by the way. Just the melody, the rhythm, or the entire thing. You can randomize it. You have procedurally generated music now in No Man's Sky, not just planets. And here you have the envelopes. So basically this is how long you played a note for. So if I set it to something like this, let's say, what, let's go to sequencer real quick and just turn it on for everything. So as you can see here, it only plays the very beginning and skips the rest. This pretty much plays the entire note. As you can see, there's a slight gap. And then you have the waveform here. So many features. You can change the pitch. This is how you get higher notes. Now you have the basically arpeggios here. So you can set it to 1, which is, as you can hear, more of a solid note. Or you can increase it here. Not only the speed, but the type. which gives each note a unique sound as well. Again, this can be randomized as well. This thing is fantastic. It's basically your own mini synthesizer, your looper. So you can change the key of the sequencer as well. Whatever key that you want, it's all here, pretty much. You can change the beats per minute, which controls the speed of the sound, the song. And that's pretty much it. And then when you come to here, you can pretty much pick when things play. So it kind of gives you a lot of freedom. Get the volume here as well. And then I'm not quite sure what this is. Distance attenuation kind of sounds like, I don't know, the volume when you're away from the device. Not quite sure there. I am not a music person. But anyways, as you can see here, I am not musically gifted, but I made this little ditty. That means you can do it as well. Highly recommend fooling around with it. So, one note, all of these devices require power, and you can connect the ByteBeat device to a switch and do some fantastic things as well. So let's go over that. It's like a regular switch in that you connect an active power source to one side, as you can see here. I have all of these switches connected to a power source over there. This is creative mode, by the way. And then you can connect each switch via a ByteBeat cable to a ByteBeat device. And then on the other side, connect the power cable to whatever device that you want controlled by the switch. And if you look at the switch, there's so many features. You can activate the switch based on conditions. Either the bass note, the arpeggio note, the rhythm, or the beat. So I did it on the beat, because as you can see, there's a steady 1, 2, 3, 4 count. I connected to the floor lights. As you can see, it's going very smoothly. So this is a very easy way to activate your light switches, which used to be only on the cycle based on the inverter, but now you have a lot more freedom. And then I did these on the bass notes. As you can see here, it shows you which bass notes are being played. And once that activates, the corresponding lights will light up. So I did an entire row of lights, and then each individual light on that top row there to kind of give you guys an idea of what visuals you can accomplish. Not only that, you can activate noise boxes as well, but the tones didn't really match with the ByteBeat device, so I left them off for now. But so I'm more creative and musically gifted, then you'll find a way to use these in conjunction with the switches. But yeah, there you have it. This is a fantastic update. Oh my god, I'm in love with it. I wish I was more musically gifted so that I can create some amazing sounds. But yeah, hope you guys check it out. Hope you guys mess around with it and get to creating some beautiful art. I can't wait to see what you guys do with this. Here's a little bit. This is from my Close Encounters mock-up. I hope this works. It does not work. Darn it. I'll have to go up there myself. But yeah, basically how I did the looper the old way before the ByteBeat was introduced was basically I have a sphere generator which rolls down a ramp and activates motion sensors here. And the last one reactivates the sphere generator so that once it reaches the bottom of the ramp, it respawns at the top and keeps going. Now the noise boxes, you have to reset the tones after you load the game every time, so that's why it's the same note, but it was sort of close to the Close Encounters of a Third Kind song. As you can see, I try to mimic the light panel as well. But now that you have this thing, you can actually make music. It's fantastic. Alright, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, comments, or things you would like to see, please feel free to leave a comment down below. And as always, catch you guys next time.